I'm jumping in because, something I've even noticed, Carl, CEO of Echosec, posted something in LinkedIn. I want to say it's this morning or yesterday even, where he's made a new improvement and a new release on the product as well. And it's so important that us as end users are listened to, and, it doesn't mean you have to build on it, but listen to and appreciate it for our input on your product, because that's where Beacon came from. We're telling you, early on in Echosec days, like, hey, social media is great, but there's an entire portion of the web that's not viewed, and it needs to be viewed. This is just as vital as social media monitoring. And you created Beacon, and this is like the perfect conglomeration of getting the real technology folks in there who aren't investigators, but they're listening to what investigators need, and they're building tools. And it's like Echosec is one of those companies. You're smart enough and big enough to produce a product on a level that my Fortune 10 companies can rely on. They have them in-house themselves and they're using. But at the same time, you're small enough and nimble enough to work as quickly as social media is creating a new platform. You are creating a solution for it. And I might be sounding like I'm raising a flag and I'm waving my banner.
Hey, I feel flattered.
But that's why I said in the last year, just the level of generating good, valuable research tools. I don't have to hire 4 more analysts to do the same job that your tool's doing for me. And sure. Rachel's the one who's actually doing this. I talk a big game, but Rachel and her team are the ones that are in this. And it's just such a monumental difference. But that's why I'm looking over, because I'm looking at my screen. I know Carl just posted something on a new development, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be handy. I mean, like, that's something we could use.
Yeah, it is entirely driven by user feedback, right? I mean, we're busy developing this product, but we need to position it in the direction of where the users are going and what data feeds you're seeing prominence in. I remember when we just had Echosec, the feedback generally was, great, this is awesome. I'm finding value in, the VKs and the Reddits, but it's almost like a breadcrumb trail into these other sources that you don't currently have. And then it also got to that hurdle of, okay, now it's on Tor, and I don't feel comfortable jumping onto the dark web, or I don't have a machine that's safe, or our IT policies don't let us do that. It is entirely driven by user feedback, and I think that's why you're seeing so much growth in this space. Is the capacity and skill set of the users has grown so much that feedback allows us to grow the product alongside you.
What's interesting is that Rachel and I just did a webinar yesterday for an international association, and it's a 5-hour webinar, and we're teaching the attendees how to do the function step by step and site by site. And a big demand is for free tools, and we can ask, can you show us free tools? And we believe in free tools. We think free tools for our use is a great supplement to the products we have. But I say this every time. I'm like, I could spend 5 hours to tell you how to use a free tool, which might disappear next week. Something that views Instagram, something that's going to open up TikTok, something that could get into the dark web, some backdoor avenue. But folks, we use professional tools. So I could teach you this side about how things happen for free, but I'm a professional investigator. I use a professional tool. It's funny, James. I can actually sew my own clothes, and I could change my own oil, but I am not going to do either, for God's sakes. I'm a professional. I have time that I have to bill on. Clients want answers, so the more you build these tools, the easier, professionals like myself, Rachel, and our team can, really just, do what we need to do at the end of the day, is protect and serve.